Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to the Dabs of Reality YouTube channel. I'm your host, Tom Crawshaw, and today we're going to be talking about exactly what is Vipassana meditation. I'm going to tell you where it came from, how it's got to the point that it is today, and the benefits that you can experience from it in your day-to-day life. So if that's what you're here for, stay tuned. We got all that coming in this video. And if you're new here to the channel and you've not hit the subscribe button yet, what are you doing? Go hit that red button. I massively appreciate it. You're gonna get more videos like this. And I wanna hear from you guys. Drop me a message in the comment, hit like on this video. I wanna know what you guys want to hear about. If there's something that you want me to clarify in this video, or you want to share an experience or have a question, make sure you put that in the comments below. I've also included in the description a link to my free 12-minute guided meditation that will help you visualize your new future and shift you into a state of feeling abundance, joy, and gratitude for that new future already happening. So there's a link in the description. You can go to dabsofreality.com/free meditation. All one word. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So what is Vipassana meditation? What is this Vipassana technique that we use on the 10-day Vipassana meditation course? So I've done a video previously that goes into my experience, my challenges, and the benefits that I got from going through my second 10-day Vipassana meditation course. And you should see a bar flash across your screen right about now, ding, and that will link you to that video. I also have done another video about day one and why I nearly quit. So I go in depth into the schedule and also into the psychology, what's happening in the mind on that first day. So that's gonna be pretty valuable. And I've put these videos together into a series so they all work and complement each other. So this is gonna be about what exactly is Vipassana meditation and where did it come from? So the goal really is to see things as they are, not as you wish them to be, not with all your layers of assumptions, of beliefs. And to see things as they are means stripping back your reactions, your beliefs, your assumptions, and we can just simply observe things without reacting with craving or aversion. So when we find something pleasurable, then our human reaction is to want more of that thing. And that's why the obesity epidemic is so large right now. It's because the sugary and salty food, it's addictive. It's triggering the dopamine in your brain. So once that dopamine leaves your system, it leaves a deficit. So your mind pulls your attention towards those foods that give you the highest dopamine kick. So when we see things as they are, we see the truth of a habit, of a experience, of a behavior, we're able to assess, are we stuck in a cycle of craving or are we stuck in a cycle of aversion? So when we experience pain or something that we label as bad, then naturally we want to remove ourselves from that experience. But the thing is, if we never move towards those experiences that instill a certain amount of fear in us, then we're never going to grow. We're never going to challenge ourselves enough to move past that pain point, because pain is only temporary and it's often a product of overthinking versus actual pain and actual threat to your life. You know, suffering is all about cycling the same thought over and over in your mind, where you end up living in the past and the pain of that memory keeps on cycling through. You feel the emotions, all the hormones of that painful experience. So instead of experiencing the painful thing, maybe you've lost a child, maybe you've ended your marriage, maybe your business has failed, but whatever that painful experience, if you keep reliving that in your mind and keep experiencing those hormones of stress, then your body is going to stay in a state of stress. So that experience now has power over you. It has power over your behaviors, your thoughts, and your feelings. Not a good situation to be if you want to be in a state of creation, of growth, and of abundance and joy and gratitude. So they're polar opposites. So this is why when we see things as they are, we can see through the layers of bullshit and we can realize, am I actually inflicting this suffering upon myself by subjecting my body to these emotions, these hormones of stress, by cycling that thought in our mind. So, where did Vipassana actually come from? So let's just take it back a little bit. So there is a guy, you may have heard of him, he's called Gautama Buddha, and he was around about 2,500 years ago. And through experimentation and experience, he discovered the Vipassana technique as a universal remedy to alleviate suffering and to remove impure thoughts of the mind. So essentially we're talking about self-transformation through self-observation. It's pretty simple, but this is something that requires a lot of work. So over the 10 days on the Vipassana course, it's hard work. It's not a relaxing experience. You have to put in the effort. Sitting and meditating for an hour, 10 times a day is pretty intense. So this process of self-observation is experienced through paying attention to your physical sensations without any attachment. So that's the real key here, non-attachment to these physical sensations in your body. So maybe you have a nice little tingling in your chest. So you have made that observation, but you're not attached to that tingling. Maybe it's a very pleasurable sensation, but when you learn to observe that sensation without attachment, the sensation might go away, or then maybe you get a pain in your back. And that's a real test, especially over the 10 days, is you are going to feel some back pain. At least that was the experience for me. And I really wanted that back pain to go away. I wanted to push it away because I felt like I was suffering, right? So my mind was reacting through a pattern of aversion. I wanted to move the pain away. But instead, over the 10 days, you just learn to sit with it, to observe it, and not judge it as good or bad. And this is really the core principle of the Vipassana meditation. So by observing the sensations in the body and understanding their true nature, the rising and passing away, and this even goes back to the theories in quantum mechanics, right? So particles are popping in and out of existence, they're collapsing the wave function when we choose to measure them. So it's the same kind of thing here. Physical sensations are popping up on the body, but they're also passing away. So we have to remain equanimous. So that's a really important word that gets used a lot over the 10-day Vipassana course. And equanimity is essentially non-reaction to the pleasurable things and also to the stressful, painful things in our life. So as I mentioned earlier, we see through observation that negative thought patterns that create those stress hormones, those really unpleasant emotions, are really a result from us judging our experience, judging our thoughts in our mind. So it comes back again to the craving versus aversion principle. And what Vipassana really is at the heart of it, it's mental training. So as we do physical training to build a stronger, more resilient body, we need to do mental training through meditation to build a stronger, more resilient mind. And that is really one of the main reasons why I do meditation on a daily basis. And through self-realization, through self-observation, we actually live a much more peaceful, a much calmer and stress-free life because we don't get attached to the stressful, painful experiences in our life. So it's all about shortening that reaction time. So maybe something bad happens to you. You go to the store and someone is rude to you. Now, what do? So for most people, they might judge the situation. They might judge the person. Oh, this person is nasty, they're mean, they're trying to hurt me, they're trying to ruin my day. But notice, these are all beliefs and judgments that you're creating in your mind, that you're projecting onto that person. None of it is factual, none of it is truth. You've not done any investigation into the other person of what's going on in their day. Maybe they're having a rough time and they're just taking it out on you. Or maybe it's just impersonal. They just simply don't want to interact with you. So the goal here is to realize the truth of the situation. The truth of the situation is what I've just explained, is that you don't know what is happening in that person's life. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't let your judgments of their actions impact the rest of your day. So we shorten the reaction time period. So after you leave the store, you say to yourself, I don't know what's going on in this person's life. I'm not going to judge them, and I'm going to let this experience go, and I'm gonna go ahead and have an awesome rest of my day. So that's how we shorten the reactionary time period. So it might take you a whole day just to realize, actually, why am I so stressed and annoyed? It might take you a week, and it just really depends on the intensity of the situation. So we want to reduce that time period. Maybe it takes you a day, we want to reduce it to a couple of hours. And eventually you will get to a place where you can observe the truth of the situation and reduce that reactionary time period to maybe minutes or even seconds. Cool, all right guys, so listen, I just want to touch on some of the tradition because as I mentioned earlier, Vipassana was discovered by Gautama Buddha 2,500 years ago. And according to the information that has been passed down, this technique has been passed from mentor to mentor in an unbroken lineage to a guy who founded Vipassana meditation and brought it to the world, Mr. Goenka. And Goenka's a fantastic character. You really do need to do a little bit more research and try and find some of his discourses because he's a very wise man and the words that he says really resonate and hit home. So how did he come about bringing Vipassana to the world? So Goenka learned from his mentor Sayage Ubakin. Now I've probably murdered that name, but let's keep moving. So he learned the Vipassana technique from his guru, who learned it from another guru that was being passed down for 2,500 years. And Goenka felt that it was the right time to bring and spread this message of Vipassana to the world because of the benefits that he was seeing in his own life and also in the lives of the people that he was teaching it to. So Goenka had a pretty turbulent past. He was a very powerful businessman and he had a lot of stress in his life. He used Vipassana to really see things as they are, to see the truth, and dedicated the rest of his life in selfless service. And this is really another key part of Vipassana. It turns us into a more selfless person. We don't get attached to the pleasant things like making a lot of money from this one thing and trying to squeeze everything you can out of your clients, customers, and all these things. Instead, selfless service is about dedicating yourself to other people and giving unconditionally, not expecting anything in return. And that's why Vipassana is purely donation based. There is no upfront fee. You just donate what you feel or what you can afford at the time, which I think is amazing. It gives people from all walks of life an opportunity to experience this. So I highly recommend you go research the course near you and see if it's something that you really want to commit to. So anyway, Vipassana is all over the world right now. There's probably a course near you and they get booked up very quickly. You know, people have a massive demand for this kind of experience so they can go deeper into themselves and alleviate some of that suffering that people experience on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up here today. I hope this has been valuable and given you a little bit of insight into the Vipassana meditation experience and exactly what is Vipassana. I've given you the core principles here. I don't really want to go into the meditation technique. It's very simple. It's just scanning the body for sensations, and essentially you will end up moving to a stage where you're able to generate sensations from head all the way through your body, your arms, your torso, and through your legs and back up. That's something that you really need to learn and experience on the course. So to get started, you can simply focus on the breath coming in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils, and just do that and try and keep your focus for 30 minutes, for an hour, and see how you get on. So like I said, I'm going to wrap up today's episode. Appreciate you tuning in and watching to the very end. And listen, again, if you've not hit that subscribe button, I massively appreciate you doing so. It helps just get this channel out to more people, and hopefully these videos will be able to impact other people's lives and inspire perhaps a few people to go and sign up for their own 10-day course as well. I recommend it to most people that I meet. It's incredibly worthwhile, but very challenging at the same time. So it requires strength, determination, strong will, but also commitment. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I know your time is extremely valuable, so if you've enjoyed today's content, please consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell so you get a notification next time I release another one of these videos. You can also leave me a comment below and let me know what part of this video resonated the most with you, or simply click that like button to let me know you enjoyed this content. And if you want to get your hands on a free 12-minute guided meditation that I recorded to help you manifest your dreams and create whatever you want in your life, go ahead and click the link in the description for your free download. And if you want to check out all the latest blog posts on my blog, dabsofreality.com, the link is down there below as well, along with my Instagram and my Facebook page if you want to consider following me on those platforms. Until next time, catch you on the flip side.